Hello, welcome to Silver Wheel Tarot. My name is April. We are going to be doing a full moon reading today for the full moon in Taurus tomorrow. Hopefully the lighting is okay in here. I've kind of had to flip to the back side of my desk so that the lighting wasn't too in my eyes as I was trying to do the reading. So I did sit with the energy a bit, and I'm going to tell you the energy today in particular, and a little bit surrounding this full moon coming in, is a little chaotic feeling. Nothing really like horrendous or anything like that, but there's just like this edge, this irritating chaos is really the right word for it. Though it's not what you would typically think of chaos. It's sometimes hard to express the energetic hits that I get on tapping into the energies that are present. And it's like taking chaos and turning the dial from 10 all the way down to 1. It is just enough to really kind of be annoying or frustrating, kind of in your face, but doesn't really have an effect unless you let it, kind of an energy. So then as I was sitting also with contemplating the timing, right? So we have a full moon in Taurus. The energies surrounding this in particular that are coming through for me are that of gratitude, which does go hand in hand with full moon, as well as grounded, being grounded, a groundedness, a connection, which is a very Taurus energy, earth energy. Taurus is also a fixed sign in astrology, and it represents I have. So this feeling or sense of being grounded in what you have, in who you are. Yeah, and just a sense of gratitude in that sense. Then I also felt like pulling out a gemstone for the reading, which I've been doing lately. And here I have it's a moonstone. Okay, and so moonstone can also represent, while its main energy is water, which does associate with the moon, it also has a very gentle protection type energy to it. So as I was sitting meditating on this and contemplating it, I kind of wrote down what came to me as I was just sitting here to prepare for the reading. And this is what I got. Embrace and be grateful for the gentle protection of the earth at this time, as we are preparing for the winter season. Winter, yes, literally, but also symbolically, if you're in the southern hemisphere, there is a winter energy coming in at this time. A time where we will be going inward to rejoice and celebrate the connection of self and to the earth. So I find that interesting that, and you know, thinking about this right now, actually looking at this, on a totally separate topic, I have been getting just this sense of this winter type energy, like cold and harsh, maybe a little bit of a struggle, but something that is like a season, it passes, right? So this might be over the next few months or something, I don't know, but that energy's really been coming in other areas as well, in other readings and things that I've been doing. So I love that what has come through for today's reading for this full moon in Taurus is kind of like a be prepared for this winter season by going inward and celebrating who you are, and just being grateful for your connection to yourself, for knowing yourself, for the connectedness to earth and to everyone else, to everything being connected, and just this gratitude for that. A gratitude for the support in your life, the connections in your life, things that you do have, this inner knowing as well, a gratitude for just knowing yourself and where you're at in life. Okay, so that is kind of the energies that I have coming through so far before diving into it. And it's a very gentle feeling, but it is that of a celebration, which I found interesting because celebration came up in my morning card pair reading as well. And going inward, essentially. So there is this strong message coming through today, and with this full moon tomorrow, to go inward. So while we may presently on the outside have this kind of irritating, chaotic type energy, maybe because of the shift of the seasons, whether again that is literal going into winter for where you live, or if it is just an energetic winter, cold, harsh type energy coming in for you. I kind of feel it's global, this symbolic winter energy, and that it's going to last for a season is the way it feels. So just this need to go inward and celebrate who you are, where you've come from, your connectedness to yourself, your connectedness to the earth, and the connectedness of everything, to be grateful for, you know, what we have and things that have been accomplished up to this point, regardless of what things feel like and look like in the moment. Okay, so with that, we're going to dive into the spread here. I am using my energy transmutation spread to look at the energies present and the helping elemental energies as well, and it will finish up with advice from Spirit. I feel like pulling 2 cards for the Spirit position, which is odd. And right as I laid them down, I'm just really sensing this. It's a black and white. It's a both sides of the coin type energy, which is interesting because I happen to be wearing a gray shirt, just kind of in the middle there, kind of like the bridge between black and white. So I'm curious when we get to those cards. The deck I am using is the Ethereal Visions, one of my favorites. I love the artwork in this deck, though honestly, ahead of time, it can be a little bit more challenging to pull the messages out of for me for some reason. Challenges in that it doesn't like come fast for me with this deck. So just know that I'm going to, it may take me a minute to really feel the energies of the cards, but I felt pulled to really use this deck today for some reason, despite my slight hesitance because it is on camera, and I don't want to be sitting there for 5 minutes trying to figure out the message for you guys to wait for it to all connect. And as you may or may not know, if you read any type of cards or anything, messages are not always instant, and depending on the deck that you use, it can really be easier or more challenging. Like for instance, I read very intuitively a lot of the time, and if the imagery isn't like a certain style of artwork, might be really easier to read from than another style. But that said, enough about me. We have our cards laid out here. Let's take a look at what the main energy is going to be present for the full moon. 8 of Wands, fast movement. The helping or hindering energy. Queen of Swords. In the area of your mind. Right when I thought that before I was going to say it, then I kind of heard in my head, it was like, you are the boss, like in your mind, in your ability to control your thoughts, to guide your thoughts, your mental ability. your wit, perhaps too, with the speed coming in here. Okay. Definitely a helping energy in this case. The transmutable energy. So what this is it is what's capable at this time with all the other energies present. If, how can I explain it? Like if you walk into a room and everybody is super happy, then it's really easy to shift into a happy energy, even if you were feeling down. Or if you're really happy and you walk into a room and there's a ton of people and they're just all really negative and upset, it is really easy, if you're not careful, to slip into it. This shifting or adjustment of the energy based on the external energies, that is what this transmutable energy represents. So with the energies present of the Eight of Wands, which represents speed, movement, acceleration, progress, okay, with the Queen of Swords, who is just sharp, right? She knows what she's doing, but she also represents that inner work, being sharp on the inside of mind and knowing yourself, again, going inward. Okay, so the transmutable energy then, okay, so we have the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups, he is facing 3 spilt empty cups, but there are 2 full cups behind him. So I feel like this really goes well with the kind of the energies and the message that I was getting before coming into the reading. There is an ability at this time within this full moon to have some quick movement towards the positive in your life, and very specifically inwardly. If you take some time to go inward, you have the mental capacity to change your energy at this time. Regardless if things are a little bit chaotic, a little bit annoying, frustrating, upsetting, it can be a little bit more intense for some than others, but there are still 2 full cups there. And with the Queen of Swords really being the queen energy, right? This ruler, this, I view Queen and King energy as equal in rulership type energy. So like you're a boss, right? You are the boss. You have that mental strength, the mental agility to steer your thoughts in the right direction to affect your own personal energy. You do that by going inward. Some people use mantras. You might just focus on what you want to focus on and not focus on anything else that you don't want to focus on. However you do it, there is a ability at this time to shift your energy that you are in control of, regardless of the external circumstances, regardless of how things look, regardless of how things feel. Cups, very attached to the emotions, but sometimes emotions can be used to pull you down or to really shift your energy into a negative space where you really don't want to be. Okay, so, and really, you have this innate ability to shift that energy on your own. But with the Queen of Swords present, there is a need to go inward to do it. There is a need to tap into your mind, your intellect, in order to shift the energies, because the external influences are leaning on emotion to support them. So whether they're positive and negative or negative, okay, it is the emotions that the energies that are external to you, it's driving that energy through emotion. So the way to shift it is to tap into your intellect, into your mind, to say, okay, I know I feel like fill in the blank, as you wish, but I am deciding to be happy. I have things to be grateful for I can shift this energy. And in doing that, that then taps down into your true self, who you are, this connection of knowing who you are and being grateful for what you have. And that is going to shift your whole energy and your emotions inside, regardless of what's going on outside. Okay, so let's see what we have for elemental energies here. We have Earth energy, Page of Cups. This full moon energy is a powerful energy at this time, and pages, the position of pages tend to be someone who is a novice or is a student or is just coming into learning or figuring out how to deal with situations. And in the area of emotions here in the Earth position, there is a need to get your emotions a little bit more grounded in the Earth at this time. And you can do that through gratitude. Okay, and then we have the water, the emotion itself. Yes, right? We have 5 of Wands in the emotions. 5 of Cups. We got 5s present. A lot of change, a lot of transition, very uncomfortable, maybe unwelcome news, difference of opinions. But again, so 5 of Wands, this energy can be seen sometimes as training, okay, learning, studying. Again, very similar to that page energy around the emotions, but this one is Wands, so it's your fire energy in the emotion, in the water elemental area of the reading. So you can willfully at this time choose to control your emotion, or you can let it just go haywire, however you want. But in the sense of training, combat training here. So this isn't like an image of warfare or anything like that. This is like an image of kids training or sparring or competing with each other, competition. It's not, remember to keep things in perspective, that a lot of the challenges you may be facing are like that. They are like a lesson to learn and experience things, but they're not to the severity at this point of anything that would be like life-threatening or anything like that. Okay, it might feel like that, but these energies, they will pass. This is again, this 5 of Cups energy, the 5 of Wands energy. This is that winter, cold, harsh, you know, like when you go outside and the wind or the cold just really bites at your skin, and it's shocking and it's uncomfortable, and you may not want to be in that environment. It's that type of energy. But with these other energies present, again, you have the ability to control how you respond to the energy or react to it. It's very natural to want to react in this type of energy, but a response, a calculated, controlled, you know what, I know I feel really like up to here right now, but let's like bring it down into the heart space. How can you learn and grow and benefit from it? Find a way to work in this energy and in your mental space to bring it back down so that you can actually gain something out of it. Because regardless of the negative situations that we all find ourselves in life, there is gratitude to be had for those tough situations. If you choose to look at it from a certain perspective, you can learn great things just in general, whether it's skill, whether it's about yourself, whether it's how to handle situations. There's a lot to be learned, and a lot of times those lessons can't be learned without being in a tough situation. Okay, let's look at the air, which I'm curious because we got this Queen of Swords here. Judgment. This is a total transformation. This is a little bit bigger. It might be why the energies feel a little heavy. And the fast movement, the Eight of Wands energy as well. This is a big shift. This is an important shift. This is you, again, tapping into that Queen of Swords energy that is present, the ability to go inward, the ability to look at the whole situation objectively, and to choose to use that energy some way, somehow, for your betterment, even if it is just through a sense of gratitude of what you do have, even if you don't really have all the other things you really want or needed at this time. It is a gratitude mindset that is going to help you grow internally, personally at this time, and get you through the hard times a little bit faster and easier. But this also brings in a huge shift internally, some very big personal growth. The type that you probably couldn't even explain to other people. It may not outwardly show in your outer world, but it's a huge shift. It's the kind that can change the way you view things. It's a complete change in who you are. It's growth. It's like all this struggle wasn't for nothing, right? There is something to be gained from it, even if you can't see it right now. Okay, fire, action. The Fool, this is a new beginning. This is a huge internal shift right now. You're stepping into a new chapter for your life, a new way of being within this existence here. This is a huge, huge shift. So the action here, the action is to trust. Okay? We have the sun in the background. This particular Fool has an umbrella. That indicates some stormy weather, the chaos, the frustration, the things not going the way you really wanted them to go. A lot of people are feeling like that right now. But what the cards are saying is that there are two sides to this coin. You can choose to focus on what you do have control over at this time. That is, you have control over viewing things as being so detrimental that it just destroys you. Or you can choose to be grateful for what you do have, to be grateful for tough situations in your life, and choose to let those situations help you grow as an individual and to step into a completely new way of being, of who you are. And this choice can go either way. And remember that the full moon is a very powerful time. So the energies are heightened, but this is really a time to learn some emotional control, emotional maturity, to kind of rein it in a little bit and find a way to use that energy some way, somehow, for your benefit. And I feel like that's going to be different for everybody. Everyone has a different, unique life experience. And even masses of people experiencing the same thing, if you had to sit down and explain it in 500 words, not a single one of them would be exactly the same. There might be a lot of similarities. There might be parts of it that are the same, but other parts that aren't. Everyone is unique. Don't give away your uniqueness at this time because of the emotional struggle. Go inward. Really become and be who you are, who you want to be, down to the intricacies of it. Take a step back out of the huge picture of the situation at this time. We have the Judgment, right? We have the Fool. These are big cards, the Queen of Wands, along with the emotional struggles. You can find a sense of resolve at this time, a sense of courage, a sense of confidence, a sense of strength, a sense of knowing that things change and you're either in the positive or in the negative, but there is a flow to it, and to not be consumed by the negative energy that is trying to suck you in. It will not help you to grow or to have the things that you want in the future, to suck into that negative energy. It is a time for learning how to reel that in a little bit, to make sure that the choices that you make, the viewpoints you have in life, really align truly with who you are internally. Okay? Really, truly make sure that you are connecting with who you are. And this is really an energy of like, okay, so there's a lot of external stuff going on, but again, it's bringing it back to this experience of external agitation can really help you fine-tune internally and find that true north on your inner compass, essentially, at this time. You can choose, regardless of how you're feeling, to really align yourself and move forward. Or you could choose not to. It's up to you. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we have for the advice from Spirit here. On one hand, we have the Six of Wands. And on the other, we have the Six of Swords. Two sixes, two very different energies. Okay, so when I first pulled these over, the Six of Wands is this energy of you did it, you've accomplished this personal growth, okay? This thing that you wanted to, this shift, this change that you wanted in your life. And I'm getting for some of you this energy here, this advice from Spirit. For some of you, they may both actually apply. In the Six of Swords, it's that of a messenger. It's that of the swords laying there, and he's on a boat traveling. It's like he's taken all of the wisdom from the battles that he has fought, whether he has won or lost the battles. It is the wisdom from those battles that he is taking as a message to others to be a voice. Okay, here are all the different aspects, different angles and viewpoints and experiences, and the ability to share it with others to hopefully affect change. He's moving away from the storm clouds in this imagery. Okay, so the message I'm getting, the advice part of it, is that even if it doesn't seem like it, you have succeeded. So whether you are standing in this position outwardly, or you are gathering the wisdom from the experience to take it forward and share with others, this entire experience has caused some sort of internal change, okay? A shift. What you do with that energy is your responsibility, okay? So, are you going to give in to emotions and let them control you? Or are you going to intently tap into your mind to be able to go inward, to kind of detach a little bit from the emotion, to make sure that you are in alignment with who you are in every way, because everyone and everything is connected. You connect to yourself first, and you connect with this grounded earth energy and gratitude at this time. And then within doing that, you can see the interconnectedness of everything. Okay, we live in a world where everything can be a bit chaotic, but make sure that you are first aligning with who you are, regardless of what that looks like. Everybody is different, and everyone's stance is, to some degree or another, valid. Everybody is connected. I got it. Okay. The main point of this being within your uniqueness as an individual, going inward. Advice from Spirit is to take those swords, the experiences, the wisdom, regardless of what the battle looked like to you, and use them for reflection and contemplation. And in doing so, in some way, somehow, there is going to be a shift, and it's going to be a very positive one for you. it's just really kind of like an assurance. There is this reassurance that from Spirit that, yeah, everything is okay, but you need to go inward in order to feel it in alignment with who you are, and that the truth may come through very differently for everyone. But this Six of Wands, this victory, it is yours, and it will make sense to every person individually differently. But the key is in the swords. It's in this Queen of Swords here. You have the ability to take the wisdom of these swords, whatever that looks like in your life, whatever you're going through, whatever experiences, whatever is challenging for you at this time. Okay? You have the ability to take that wisdom and turn it into a personal victory and personal growth for yourself, regardless of what the circumstances look like. All right, I think that's what I have for you guys. I hope that makes sense. It kind of felt a little all over the place, but again, the message is just very clear that things might be a little emotional right now. You have the ability to gain some deep, profound, personal growth and strength from the situations that you're experiencing in life at this time. And the energies of the full moon can help you do that. And it can help you do that quickly. But you got to spend some time with yourself to do it. All right, that's what I have for you. I hope that was helpful. Be blessed. I'll see you all next time.